Hi guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This channel is all about reaching your highest and your truest version of yourself. You are here today because you know that deep down in your core being, you possess the power to reach that highest and truest version of yourself. Today's video is all about what it takes to reach our goals on a daily and ongoing process, and I'm going to go right straight into it. The first thing does not need any explanation, and that is commitment. You have to decide if you are going to commit to the goal that you've set for yourself, right? Secondly, you need to create a daily accountability responsibility, right? So it's a responsibility that you take upon yourself to say each and every day, I'm going to check the goals of how am I going, where am I? I literally use a red marker and a green marker. So on days that I did not do the things that I should be doing to reach my bigger goals, I use the red marker. So I have this board where I literally just scratch out the day if I did not reach specific things. And this is guided by the highest priority, the things that are non-negotiable, etc., etc., right? And if I did do everything that I've wanted to do, like today, it's literally the days where I will use the green marker, right? And I will just scratch down on my calendar, my monthly calendar, with the green marker. So by the end of the week, I don't even have to think about how was my week. If somebody asks me, I know me and my sister always have this chat. How was your work week? How's it going? I have an accountability partner. We have discussions every 2 weeks. How is your weeks going, right? Every single thing that you can do that lets you be accountable to your dreams, you will use these markers whatever way you want to do it. So I use this marker, so by the end of the week I know exactly what's going on just by looking at my calendar and the colors that dominating that week. I can tell if I'm on the right track or not on the right track. And I also need to see what can I tweak, what can I not tweak, because some things keep coming up, something keeps going away. So you need to decide on how you're going to do that thing. It should take you 5 to 10 minutes every single day. And then the third one is that you have to have a solid foundation, guys. We're living in a society or in an age where all these gratifications that are instant and everything are so popular, right? Like they actually get the attention and all that. But if you know that you're not for that, if you know that you are building your goals on a foundation that is unbreakable, that is unshakable, that is very solid, then things like integrity, things like honesty, like transparency, reliability, faith, right, courage, character, all those things that you need to decide on what foundation are you going to set your goals on and on a daily basis. So for example, let's take the foundation of honesty, right? So the foundation of honesty can say maybe you want to reach a specific goal and you know that it should take you 5 to 6 hours for that goal to be reached, like pouring your heart out, being really honest with the work that you've put in, right? But the next person who receives the result wouldn't know what time it really took you, right, to actually prepare for that video, to actually prepare for that meeting, to actually prepare for that presentation. They would not know. But then the integrity is that it's either you are willing to be open to them, to be able to say, you know what, the deadline was soon, the deadline, I could not meet it, and so I didn't take as much time into the researching as I would have loved to. Or you just give it to them and give them the impression that you took the hours that you were actually supposed to take to prepare for that specific thing. So it's really, really important that you build your life around solid foundation, right? That you and you alone, right? The nice thing about these foundation is that you alone are the one that's going to have to deal with them. Guys, if you see miserable people that you thought were healthy and wealthy, they have things that are deep inside that you and I don't know about, that they've either done or said or not committed to or lied about, that they know about, and that is why they find themselves in the guts or the deeps of our lives, of their lives, right? And then the other thing is you need to change your vocabulary. So instead of saying that I will have to live with the bad decisions that I've made. Rather says I have to enjoy the benefits of the decisions that I've made. Our prayers are as big as our vocabulary, right? So you need to change how you put words into things. You need to change what you name things. Just recently, I did a post on my social media that, like, a side hustle and a life business can be two of the same things, but because the other one has been named side hustle and the other one has been named life business, the attention also gets influenced by what we name things, right? So really, really work on your vocabulary. How you see things is also your vocabulary. How you hear things is also your vocabulary. Your perspective in how you see things is also your vocabulary. So really, really work on your vocabulary. And then the next thing is, which is my really personal favorite that I believe deserves the most of our attention on a daily basis. And this is how we choose to respond to disappointments. So each and every day in our lives, we're going to come or be faced with challenges and be disappointed in the things that we are trying to create, trying to build, trying to formulate. Each and every time there are disappointments that we're going to face. It's really important for you and I to really train the muscle of how we respond to it, and the response also entails the speed actually at what we respond to. Successful people and unsuccessful people have the exact same goals, exactly the same goals, but it's how they respond to disappointment and at what pace do they respond to that disappointment. I'm going to give you a very, very recent example in my life. I am actually busy with a very big project. It included a main player, right? The main player is qualified in a specific field, right? And we had to meet on a Saturday, and I was waiting for her response on what time, because she's the main player. Like, without her, the project cannot even begin, right? But now I've been really asking, hey, I sent you an email, I've sent you a message, you're not responding to my text, you're not responding to my messages. And they finally did respond. They responded a few hours before the meeting, which is like maybe, let's say 18 hours before, and pulling out, right? I mean, that is not nice. Like, it's not nice for anyone that I know. But like literally 5 minutes after I read the message, I came up with a second plan. Like, okay, how do I move on? So it's not that I wasn't disappointed, or it's not that I don't care. It's not that I cannot like, you can go. No, it's not that. I highly respect that woman. I highly respect her work ethic. Like, I would even today, I would recommend her to someone, right? But I understood, and she was very elaborate in why she would be pulling out. But at the end of the day, she pulled out, no matter the reasons, right? Now, I have to come up immediately, if not sooner, with a plan, but also understanding my solid foundations of this response still has to speak to my solid foundation, right? So it's very important for us to respond well to disappointment, guys. That is how you reach your goals. Remember, this video is all about how we go on a daily, how we go on a daily basis, right? And then what happens is the second step actually of responding well to disappointments is that you don't change your decision. I don't go now and stop my dreams. I don't go now and stop my goals because the specific team player has decided to pull out. No, I change direction to say, okay, this is not how I plan things to be, but which direction can I take that will still lead me to the bigger goal or the bigger dream without me changing my dream? Because once you change your dream, now you're changing yourself. Because remember, our dreams and our goals should be a representation of who we truly are. And for that, I have a video. You can just check. I will link it down in the comments below. So it's very important, guys, for us to make sure that when we face these disappointments and these challenges, we do not change the direction. We do not change the decision, but we change the direction. Very, very important. The next goal is that don't share all your goals. Don't share all your goals. Don't tell people everything that you're going to achieve. There are goals that you actually are good if you do share them with people, which are called give up goals. So for example, you want to give up going out, right? Maybe every weekend, maybe you want to do it once a month or once in 3 months, whatever the case may be. And if you share the goals with the people involved, maybe your friends who hook you up or the friends who make sure that the table is set, and you let them know, you know what, guys, and I mean, that's if you are in relationship with your friends, you guys have boundaries that you all respect, then you have you stand a chance, right? But if your friends and your circle, you don't respect each other's boundaries or each other's spaces, then unfortunately I cannot talk to you because I don't have that in my life. Cut, literally. So now we're going back to that example of you want to go out. So you share with your friends that I don't want to go out anymore. I don't want to be partying anymore. I don't want to be doing this all night anymore. I actually want to stop. And you've told them. Now when they go out, they need to be able to respect. If somebody comes to me and says, can we please go out this weekend and the next, after I've told them that I actually want to stop this and it's a goal and they're my friend, they're supposed to be helping me in achieving my goals, then unfortunately, guys, there's actually a saying that says the only people that you have no choice but to hang around is your uncles. Every other person you can choose if you want to be around them or not. So that is the goals that you can share with other people. Then there are goals that you really can't share, and I can't even give you examples of that goals because I can't share my own personal goals with you. You know what you can't share. You know what you don't want to share. So don't share it with people, no matter how tempting it is, no matter how much you find yourself in a situation that's actually forcing you to feeling so low of your self-esteem that you actually want to boost it by telling people your personal goals. Don't do that. And the other thing is being a team player, right? So if your goals include other people, especially your family, your immediate family, it can be your spouse, your significant other, your husband, your children. If your goals include that circle, it's very important for you to be a team player, to be able to say, okay guys, because today we're changing our diet, we're going plant-based or we're going vegetarian, whatever the case might be, or flexitarian, whatever the case might be, then it's very important for you to share those new ideas with your family. And if you're saying that you want to now start eating plant-based, but they don't want to go on that route, you must be willing to cook for both, to provide for both, you know? So it's very important for you to be a team player. In any type of relationship, marriage, at work, it's very important for you to be a team player in reaching and setting your goals, right? On a daily basis, how do we tweak it? How do we make sure that it fits everybody involved? How do we make sure that not everybody's morals is compromised, or not one person is feeling punished or any other thing? So it's very important for you to do that. Last but not least, which is my personal favorite, is visualizing. Guys, the purpose of this video in the first place was daily, right? Ongoing. I'm not talking about once in a while visualizing. I'm not talking about once in 3 months. I'm talking about daily, every single day. If not, the maximum is at least 4 times a week, guys. See yourself reaching those goals. See yourself becoming the person that you want to become. See yourself holding whatever it is that you want to hold. See yourself doing the things that you want to do, living the life that you want to do, living your best life. Really see yourself living your highest and your truest version of yourself. There is nothing more that I want for you than to live your best life. And the reason for even this channel is that I know that we all possess the power, and my assignment is that I just need to assist you in doing that. It is not easy. It is not supposed to be easy. If it was, then everybody would be doing it. But it really takes that. It really takes ongoing daily commitments that you and I have to promise ourselves to keep to. I wish you all the best. You know my love for you is big. Go and be your highest and truest version of yourself. I love you, man.